Parents, can I have your attention, please? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've all been fed well. We now come to the speeches. Now, as is customary with the tradition of weddings, we will be beginning with the father of the bride. Now, the father of the bride would give his speech on behalf of his family, welcoming the groom in. Now, the groom would be attending the banquet of the father of the bride's house, and he would be there by himself as we have our lovely groom here. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I could give you the father of the bride.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm so glad to see so many people coming from far and wide to make Kirsten and Nigel's day. I mean, that's what you've really wanted, everyone together. Anyway, I'd really like to start off by saying a personal thank you to Jonathan and Shona. Jonathan, you put up with 5 months over in Afghanistan just to make your sister's day complete. Shona, you had to tolerate it. And from me personally, I would like to say thank you. Yeah. Anyway, the first thing I've got to say is this is a fantastic day for me. For the first time in a long time, my bank account and visa are under my control and over to somebody else's. Hey! Nigel, it's going to be cheaper paying even for all of this than it is what she's going to run. By the way, the car tax and insurance for the Peugeot is due today. But I'll pay that as the last gift. Anyway, I've been really looking forward to today, in that from Kirsten Peaches to me has always had an interest in engineering. I know many of you were at university with her doing this. She had a great panache for either fixing things or breaking it. Unfortunately, the best memory I have of her of breaking things, Else got a new car, tap on the window, Kirsten holding part of the trim. Whoops, she says. She never was very good at fixing the things she broke. However, I'm rest assured that in Jersey, even the consultancy have said, thank you darling, move on. Anyway, what I will move on to is Kirsten's other love was aviation, as you saw this afternoon. And part of the time in Kirsten's growing up is, however intelligent she might be, she loves playing, when it's convenient, the dumb blonde. And has used it to her advantage at certain times. So I'll give you a little aviation story which encompasses both. Blonde woman arrives at the airport, goes on a British Airways flight to New York. Walks onto the aircraft, turns left, goes straight to first class. We've all been there. After a couple of minutes, stewardess comes up to her and says, excuse me madam, have you got your ticket? Looks at it and says, I'm dreadfully sorry, you're sitting in the wrong place. You should be down the back. The girl says, I'm blonde, beautiful, I'm going to New York to be a model, and I'm going to marry a millionaire. I'm not moving. Stewardess looks, sugar. So the girl gets the purser. So the purser comes along and says, I'm very sorry madam, you're sitting in the wrong seat. She says, I'm blonde, I'm beautiful, I'm going to New York to be a millionaire, and I'm going to be a model and marry a millionaire. Oh. So the purser, being clever, says, I'll go and see the flight deck. So goes up to the flight deck, sees the captain, he explains the situation to the captain. Unfortunately, there was a flight engineer there, says, hold on a minute, I'll go and have a word with her. So he goes down there, whispers in her ear, she says thank you to him, picks up her belongings and goes down the back. The purser and the captain look at the engineer and says, what did you say to her? He said, I just pointed out to her, being a blonde, you do realise first class isn't going to New York, don't you? Anyway, the major thing I would like to say is, Nigel, I would like to welcome you into our family. Unfortunately, it is a bit of a mad house, as you've already gathered. So mentality is not guaranteed, but you are welcome and all your family. And let's hope for many happy occasions. Kirsten and Nigel, what I would like you to do is take this time to look into one another's eyes now, please. The person you are looking at now is not only your partner, your lover, but is also your best friend and is the support for the rest of your life. And those of us that have been married or in a relationship suddenly realise that takes a lot of work in to go through and face what's going on. So I say, with that thought in mind, wishing them the best of luck. So ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the bride and groom. Bride and look at you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a round of applause for the father of the bride.